Now we've got a great project that we're going to make using these beautiful Lily printouts here. You've got the beautiful designs here, you've got the stackers in here, background papers, inserts, etc. In fact, why don't I show you what you're going to get, or what you got. Here you go, there's the first one. There's the first sheet we're going to be using, and you've got all the different stackers there. You could use these as individual toppers if you so wish, or different ways of using them. But there you go, there's the topper. We've also got this one, which is going to be the insert, the nice pale background there with the oval, so you can put any sentiment in there. We're also using this background paper here, which has been velumized. It's got the vellum effect, nice and pale image. We're also going to be using some of the borders here, and you can see these are shaded either side. You've got pale one side and dark the other, so it gives it that really nice raised look. We're going to use one of the sentiments off the sentiment sheet. And we have this background paper and this background paper there that we're also going to be using. And finally, we have one of the frames there with the same pattern on. So the first thing I'm going to do is take one of these. This is just an ordinary A4 piece of cream card, and I'm going to make quite a large card. So the first thing I'm doing, and I've done a lot of the hard work before, so you're going to see it put together fairly quickly, because you don't want to be sat there sitting watching me cutting out for half an hour, do you? No. Anyway, what I've done here is I've taken, first of all, the insert, and I've put some double-sided tape on the back. Now, just peel that off there, off this release paper, and it's all ready. You can see on the back there, we have the double-sided tape there ready to stick down onto the card. So this can be positioned, I've cut it smaller around the edge there, and I'm just going to position that into the card like so, and then take the double-sided tape away, and you can see there now that the insert is in the card perfectly, and that fits in there really good. Then I've got another piece of cream card, exactly the same size, and I've also put some double-sided tape on the back of that as well. And now this is going to fit over the top precisely, as you can see, precisely over the top there. Line it up before you pull the release paper from around the back, make sure it fits perfectly. Just line it up, and then just pull the backing paper off and stick those two together. So now you've got sandwiched between, you've got the insert in between the two pieces of card. Now what I'm going to do is turn this around for me, because I'm left-handed, and I'm just going to put this onto my mat, and then taking a metal ruler and a embossing tool there, I'm just going to score down the edge here, like that. Just put a nice score down the edge. So I want to be able to fold this over neatly, and then just fold that over like that. And there you have perfectly the front of your card. And if I turn that round, you can see, so there's the front of the card. Open that up, and you've got the insert in there, and you've also got the back of the card. You can decorate this as much as you like, or as little as you like. Next, I've taken one of the printed piece of paper here, which is in the vellum effect. I trimmed around the white edgings off and put some double-sided tape. This is now going to go on the top of the front of the card. Just make sure that you've got the image the right way around. There's my card. I'm doing everything back to front as normal. So this is going to lie down onto the front of the card here, and just put it in position precisely as you want it, and just lay that down. And once it's in position, I've got some of the double-sided tape underneath. Just pull that away and stick that down. Pull it away, pull it away, stick as you go, and that way you're going to get it perfectly in the center of the card. So there's now is the front of my card, and now I can turn that over and crease that if I wish, just so it's nicely creased, ready to take the design on the front. So that's beautifully stuck down. Next, what I'm going to do is move all my bits and pieces. Now I've got some of the background paper here. Now you can see I've already cut one of the corners off. Now, how easy is that to do? Very easy. So I've got one of my mats underneath here, which have already got the grids and the lines on. Now all you've got to do is just position this exactly where you want it, and I want two lots of lines there, and all you do then is put your metal ruler from one line to the next, And take your scalpel, just scalpel across there like that, carefully. And then you've got the perfect corner there that's going to go on the card. You can save this piece and use that on another card. You're not going to throw anything away, are you? So here's the front of my card again. And the first thing I'm going to do is take one of the corners and using my glue pen, I'm just going to stick that down onto the front of the card. Just a little bit of glue on there. Just pump it a little bit to get the glue going. And then I'm going to put that in the top right-hand corner here, or top left-hand corner to you, and just stick that down there like that. Then I'm going to take another glue pen that's got some glue in it, and take another corner. I've done another corner here in the same design that the background paper's in, but I've done it in the darker background paper, not the vellum. So I've got my glue pen that's actually got glue in it this time, and just put that on there like that. And that's going to stick down in the opposite corner like so. So there's the front of my card. I think that's coming on rather nicely. Next, I've taken one of the frames and I've cut that frame out like that. Now, when you're sticking it down, make sure you get it the right way around. It's that way. And again, I'm just going to stick that down just using a little bit of glue pen. Now, you could have put some foam tape on that so it's raised up a little bit, but I've just used the glue pen there. And I'm going to position that, make sure it's the right way around. And you can put it on a bit of a jaunty angle if you want, but I'm going to use it quite squarely on, like so. And then just gently press that down. And there you've got the frame on the front of the card. And you can see how it's all been, I'll try not to throw it on the floor. You can see how it's all been nicely rounded round there. You've got the dark shade, so it looks like you've got the light coming in there. Next, I'm taking the first of my stackers. These are the square stackers. Again, I'm going to use my glue pen and just use some glue on the back there like that, because I'm going to put them, layer them up, but I'm just going to start off with this. So position it exactly where you want it. I'm going to put it right in the middle there like that. There you go. And it's nice there because you see you've got the frame and you've got the parchment effect there, the vellum look, and then you've got the start of the stackers. Now I've taken my stackers and I've cut them all out and I've put them on this release paper with some foam tape already on the back. So it's just a question of peeling those off now and layering them over the top. So all you've got to do is lean over the top. It's better if you stand up and look right down, then you can line it up exactly where you want it to go. So there's the first layer going on there. Really good these. Now you can either call these pyramids, stackers, or whatever you want. And this one's just going to go over the top there, like that. And the next one, going over there. And you can see how this is layering up. And it's up to you how many layers. You've got about 10 or 12 layers on the sheet that you've got printed out. But I'm only going to use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think it is. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 is coming up. There you go, you've got that lovely stacker in between. You could twist those if you wanted to. You could actually stick them onto some. When you cut them out, leave a little bit of the white around the edge. But can you see that? You've got that lovely stacking, beautiful lily there, that lovely effect. So there is your card. Now, I'm going to add some more things to it. What are you going to add, Alan? Well, I've got some of these strips that I've cut out and I've put some double-sided tape on the back. And I'm going to put the strips across the corner. Now, where's the light coming from? So you've got the shading on this side, so I'm going to keep the shading on the top. And I'm just going to marry those two up. It's going to overlap there slightly, like that. So that's going to go on that side. And then you think, oh, the bits are hanging off the top. Oh, don't worry about it. We're going to trim those off. So that's going to go over there, like that. And you can see it just overlapping the frame. And then I've got two more. And I'm just going to lay those down either side in the middle here. So I've got the dark side on there. That's just going to lay down there like that. And I have another one for the opposite side. Just pull that over slightly. And I've got the shaded bit going the right way. And that's going to go on there. Just overlapping slightly. like that. And then all you've got to do is take your scissors and just gently trim around the edge, just around the edge there, as you can see, just where it's overlapping. Just butt your scissors up to the edge of the card and just trim the edge off. Just turn it round and cut that off. Turn that round, cut that off like that. And there you've got the card upside down. We've got it the right way round now. You can see that folds over really nicely. You can put your sentiment, you can see how the cards build up. And finally, I'm just taking one of the sentiments. You can put this where you want, but I'm just going to pop it there, down in that corner, like that. It's just got some foam on the back there, and there's your finished card. And you can put whatever sentiment you want on there, happy birthday, best wishes, or anything you like. And that's how to make that beautiful card.